Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps. What's going on? John! Yeah! John! Hold me! What's happening? Make it next week! Go see a boy! Every time I go to the theater, I say, what movie am I going to see? I go in and watch Avatar, I watch Twilight, I come out and I say I didn't watch any of those. I go up to the post office box at the theater and I say, please, I need fucking 2 tickets to Mary Kate and Ashley Go to Rome. I need to watch that movie all the time. And whenever somebody goes on a forum and they're like, who would be the best people for a Dragon Ball Z movie? People would be like, Jonathan Cho, Frank Henry. And I'm like, Mary Kate and Ashley? No, I say to the expose, Oh, fucking idiot. Everybody gay to the expose. Just because you sing it doesn't make it right. Expose. He's saying let's go to the expose. Everybody go to the expose. Expose. The E is silent.
Everybody, welcome once again to the Brony Show. We are at episode 303. Of course, I am your host as always, bringing you all the insanity and frivolity and just silliness of the Brony community this week. I am your host, Circuit Main. Of course, I'm not by myself. I'm joined by a wonderful cavalcade of random panelists that seem to appear at off times. Let's go ahead with the one that we can't seem to get rid of. We have Toakoi.
Hi, when we get to 404, will we have an error?
I think there'll be a definite error in somewhere if we manage to get that far. And we also have joining us Tech Stallion, the martial arts master. Or not. Oh, I think we killed him. Tech Stallion?
For my kung fu.
Tech Stallion, are you there? Tap once if you're a yes, tap twice if you're feeling like you need Genji Kaipo.
I'm here.
Okay, there we go.
There he is.
Alright. And we should also be joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended very shortly. Unfortunately, he got a little bit caught up in Destiny shenanigans, but what can he do? But of course, we're here to bring... Sorry.
I was about to say, it's not like you had any Final Fantasy 14 shenanigans to get into.
Hey, I finished and got back on the show just in plenty of time. I got notes, I got images, I got little animations. We even got new chatters in the IRC. By the way, welcome to Lamb Waifu.
Oh.
And of course, as I mentioned, we got plenty to talk about. In fact, our topic for today that we're going to be talking about in a little bit, we have the wonderful My Little Comic deviation with the what if story. What would happen if instead of Twilight Sparkle, Princess Celestia decided Blue Blood should be her #1 apprentice? And it's just as terrifying as you might think.
Well, I think we now know how we got to the Nightmare Moon scenario in the Cutie Map episode.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 6.
That's one possibility, but actually you'll have to see what happens first before you can decide it. But yeah, at the moment, for those of us watching stream, everything should be up. Ustream, YouTube, Twitch, all of them should be up. Everything is showing us going, including we do got a couple of viewers on the Ustream. So if you're having difficulty with one, keep trying. They are up, I can assure you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords a little bit and also give a little warm-up of our daily lives. And what better way than to stand on our soapbox? Talk a little bit about what's up, Bronies. So, what's up, Bronies?
Well, I'm on freaking cloud 9 because I have orientation Wednesday for my new job.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You're going to be at Mickey World now, aren't you?
Oh boy,
I'm riding about
the happiest place in the world.
Not wrong, Mickey
I'm,
World.
I'm riding 2 miles just to do this job on a bike, and I am happy for it.
I'm more curious how in the world you're 2 miles away from a Golden Arches.
Believe it or not, I'm also 2 miles away from a Walmart.
I guess I'll have to believe it.
Oh.
Oh well, it's probably all for the better. I'm not exactly walking distance, but it would be a mild jog, and it's probably not good for me to be so close to fast food and Walmart. Yeah.
Away from my job, so I have to drive.
Yeah, definitely. There'd be no way I wouldn't be able to. Well, I could, but it would take me an hour or more. But any case, so Toad Koi's got a job. Hopefully that we'll see less of him then because of it.
Nah.
Nah.
I live in the studio, so it's basically where I go to home at.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever get rid of him, despite how we try. We even tried giving him to the pre-show.
Brought you.
Yeah. Any case, so for those of you who missed it, unfortunately, the pre-show is still moving at the moment, so they weren't able to show up today. I do believe it was 2-week hiatus, so I think they should be in next week. However, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%.
They've also been playing Jackbox Party Pack again.
Somehow that's even more terrifying. All right. Well, anybody else have any other quick what's up, Brony?
I'm 27 this Thursday. Boy, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yes, at 24.
Boy, I'm getting old. Yeah. Talk to me when you're in your 30s. You youngins don't know how good you're at it. I still had tape players when I was younger. I know how to use a VCR, and I know how to program the clock on the front of it too. I was around when CD.
I never had to do the time for the VCR, but I know how to run a VCR, and I know how to run a Windows 95 machine.
I was around when CD players were this little thing from Walkman, and you couldn't jostle it or anything. You literally had to hold it like a delicate little kitten, because if you shook it even a little bit, music would just skip because it played the actual CD live, and MP3s were non-existent. And the moment you put the CD into the computer, it would download all this crap, and they still do that now, don't they?
Second's trying to be old with people that are old with him.
I'm not trying to. No, I'm generation somewhere in the middle. Apparently not millennial, apparently not X. I don't know what the hell I am. I guess I'm human. Go figure.
Why?
Yeah. Anyway,
the millennial.
Yeah, jumping a little off of getting back on track here, or what little track we do have. Little heads up.
Put down the track as fast as I can. You are running too quick.
No such thing. In any case, I do have some exciting news and a reminder to everybody that this weekend I will be going to Everfree Northwest. That's right, I'm going to the capital of Silicon Valley. Coffee machines and constant rains. In order to brony myself silly for an entire weekend. Of course, when I come back, we will be talking about it, and we'll be having a bit more of a relaxer episode because of that, since I will literally be flying in Sunday evening and be giving myself a chance to rest and recuperate enough to be functional. So, yes, be prepared for the stories of Everfree next week, along with just random shenanigans.
Everfree
Wait, say hi to Creature for
biggest...
us.
Say what?
Say hi to Creature for us.
If I see him, I hope I do. Of course,
the second biggest convention aside from BronyCon.
Of course, to remind those.
BabsCon is getting up there.
Yeah, it's getting there. Of course, also to remind everybody, a couple of weeks from now, there is also the High Roller PonyCon in Nevada, Las Vegas.
We have all things that are crossable so we don't have another Las Pegasus disaster.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like they're having a little bit of difficulty. A couple of days ago, they put out a shout out to try to get a media and tabletop coordinator to have video games and tabletop games at the convention. And Unfortunately, I probably could pull off something like that, but I don't have enough TV, so there's no way in the world I could pull it off. I could, but I couldn't. So, right, we'll go. But yeah, any case, so yeah, we'll have the Tales from Everfree. We'll have a nice breather week, and then I will have Tales from High Roller, or How Circuit Main Rolled the Bones and Bet the Studio. No, I'm not gonna bet the studio. I'm not that
In my
crazy.
studio, I built it by hand several times over. You are not betting the studio. I have the damn deed. I just let you live here.
That's not a deed, man. That's the back of a cereal box. We gave that to you to
Damn
make you
it!
feel better. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to break it like that to you, but I guess I'm gonna break it to you like that. All right. Anyway, he says enough of that. Anybody else have any other shenanigans here, or shall we go ahead and move on to the news?
Going on to the news.
Wow, record timing. We actually managed to get to the news in a good amount of time this week. Who'd have thunk it? All right, well, let's go ahead and get started, and let's start off with something to drop your money in. Now, those of you know that we do try to check out different pony-related games, tabletops, book RPGs, video games, music games, all that fun stuff. Another pony-themed tabletop game has started to jump up in Kickstarter. Namely, the Galloping Stars RPG, pony-inspired sci-fi role-playing game. This actually went up a few days ago with the whole idea of ponies and sci-fi.
More Star Wars, less Star Trek.
I don't know. I give it more Guardians of the Galaxy.
Compromise.
Fair enough. But yes, if you want ponies in space, you actually have an opportunity for this. Of course, they do have other characters, including dog characters. Apparently, a creature called Sphinxes, which basically are really armored, meticulously armored Sphinxes. That looks cool. Little deer creatures, griffins, a lot of other crazy stuff. It looks really interesting. Right now, as I mentioned, they did start off the Kickstarter just recently, a few days ago. And because of that, those of you watching live stream and the few of you catching our archives early, there's some good news. They currently have the Early Bird Special, which will be up for another week and change, where you can actually get a hardcover of the book along with a few other fun exclusives for $35 instead of the $50 that they're going to be charging for this collection as soon as all the early birds are sold out.
That is kind of good.
Yeah, but those of you who are even curious, I recommend, they got all the way the lowest to $1 just to have credits on the website, to $15 to actually get a digital copy of the book. And so on and so forth, all the way up to the $1,000 donation, which obviously includes everything from having your character in there, designing an entire race, all the fun stuff, and you're basically on a nice little velvet robe and all that fun, and all that jazz.
Hey, the $1,000 is a blue sky for them.
Hey, $1,000 is a blue sky, and some people do it. I have seen people donate to that, so it's not exactly a folly goal in any way.
No, that's when they were going, what's our most high thing we can do? What is the blue sky that we can do? $1,000 and all this crazy stuff?
I would have gone for the shooting for the stars category. Blue skies, well, any case. But, yeah, it's here, and it is almost already half funded. If you are at all curious, I'd say go for it. So far, I've had pretty good luck with shouting these out because they've actually come to fruition. Things have been published and brought out. And I'm backing this one now. So, it's got the Circuit Main seal of approval. I approve it.
You have a RPG group that's willing to give this a shot when we can do it. Also, when we do Roan.
Oh, the fear and the humanity. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on here. Now, State of Destiny 2.
Decay.
Yeah, sorry, I was playing a lot of different RPGs recently and watching an RPG stream.
Dude, you are doing that because of the streams.
Yes, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. State of Decay 2. Apparently has a lot of pony-themed achievements to it, which I thought we'd get a little bit of a kick out of. So far, the two that have been identified is I Got You a Pony. Basically, you deliver a rucksack to a storage facility, simple enough. And there also is one that is a clear call out if the I Got You a Pony wasn't enough. Friendship is magic. When you work with 5 enclaves to make them your allies. Yeah, so if you can't tell me that's not a call out.
Whenever you do the subtitle of the most popular MLP thing since G1.
Subtitle what now?
Most popular My Little Pony series since Generation 1.
Well, yeah. I'd figure. Mm-hmm.
Also, the Equestria Daily image of this was from 28
pranks later. It's 28 pranks later, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to go. 28 days. Oh, right. They had that, and I'm like, that a thing. If they are rainbow faced,
all right,
it could be a good call out as well.
Okay. Some of you might realize I forgot to get this get our normal things up here. So bear with me a quick second. I'm just getting our chat windows, restream chat, all that fun stuff here.
Forgive him. He's been a little bit flustered this past day.
Don't forgive me. Rue me. Rue the day I was born, damn it. Don't worry. Sorry.
Never rue the day you were born. Because of you, we have a lovely community full of people that will hug and support us, even if they can't give us money.
You scare me a little, somehow.
Why? Because I have the optimism of a naive person, yet the realism of a person who knows how the world works.
I think it's the other way around. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. State of Decay 2. It's a fun just to see little pony references and everything, you know. Now, speaking of pony references and everything, and this is going to be fun. 2008 McDonald pony image for Korea, Russia, and so far Italy has finally popped up. The image of the little pony figures that they're handing out to kids' meals, whether they'll make their way to the US, is questionable. But it's got both good and terrifying.
Along with Transformers.
Well, of course, they always seem to do them at the same time. But yeah, for My Little Pony, they have the main 6, and of course, they have Spike and, Starlight Glimmer. And the big thing about the main 6 is they have the main 6. It's been forever since Applejack. I don't think Applejack's ever been in one of these, actually.
She probably was, but it was so long ago that we all forgot about it.
I don't know, in all honesty. But yeah, Applejack finally has her own little figure, including the Stetson. It actually has the hat.
Yay!
Yeah, miracles.
Spike looks terrifying.
Say what?
There's Spike, and we go,
terrifying.
what the hell?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's also the what the hell moment of Spike, which, what is that? Can anybody tell me what that is? What in the name of holy anything is that? Look, we need to get this in.
Well.
This is Spike. I don't know what they did to him, but he looks painful. This looks painful.
All I can is you didn't need to do this. You could have done the same thing you've done with the rest.
Ignore him and put Celestia in there?
Say, just do... You know how Rainbow Dash right next to him has the chibi eyes and not white?
The eyes. The eyes are the problem you have. It's not the giant bulbous clown head here. That's the clown head is not your problem. It's the eyes.
Because I can deal with the clown head.
How?
I can deal with it.
How do you deal with that?
It has a clown
That
head.
just looks wrong. They put no effort into it.
No, they put some kind of effort. Not even no effort. No effort would have been more appreciated. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, CMC. Spike reminds me of the live action shows from the 90s. It's a puppet.
Oh no!
It looks like somebody put on a head. You know, one of the fake pony, like, you know, the fake pony heads that they did for the comic where it's like oversized knockoffs of
Yeah, I know, but the eyes could have saved it a little bit.
the eyes could not
The eyes
save
really-
that. The head itself needs to be shrunken down at least half that size, man. Half. If the head was smaller, if it didn't look like that 5B, if it didn't look like a bunch of bee stung spike in the cranium here, that wouldn't be so bad. It's just the giant bulbous head. It's a man in a costume. Ponyman's got it. That's not Spike. That's a man in a costume. Oh my god, it's a Brony. They actually have a My Little Pony Brony figure dressed up as Spike. That's what we're going with here. So yes, McDonald's has the main six, Starlight Glimmer the Counselor, and a Brony dressed as Spike. We're gonna go with that. That is the theory now. Cold Dust still says it's the. I don't think it's the eyes. The eyes are horrible, but the whole giant bulbous head just hurts. Am I the only
Give me a
one
moment. I'm going with my magic.
that... That's not a toy. No, that's a toy, all right. That is something that you put up on a display and you laugh at forever. Surveillance.
Or
Surveillance?
scare someone with if you wanted.
That is scary. That's scary on its own. All right, okay. So yeah, the My Little Pony McDonald's toys that we may be getting here in the U.S. If we do, we are probably gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna try to jump on that Spike figure just because it's so hideously horrible, and now we got a backstory for it. We have to do it now.
For a Spike fan, that is someone who just got into making chibis would do with a dragon. And I'm like, yeah, just need a minor adjustment.
I don't think so. I think that's somebody that didn't know what they were doing. I don't know. But here we go. We also got a commercial, or a semblance of a commercial, for the Cutie Mark crew, or those little chibi figures we talked about during the toy fair. Of course, it's literally 5 seconds, so it's just snap in, snap out. So, yep.
On.
We got little pony figures, pony to see ponies, and ponies in food. Seriously, it's the food thing that's really going to get me here. I am going to get a lot of these just because I want ponies and food. And heaven help us if they don't have Sunset Shimmer in a freaking bento box. Actually, that would be awesome if they did that. Of course, no, they have her on a pizza up there.
Yeah.
Actually, this is kind of fun here. What foods can we identify? Starting from the top left, we got Twilight Sparkle and banana, Applejack, and it looks like a cherry pie. That's ironic. Side Twi and French fries. Starlight Glimmer on pizza. No, Sunset Shimmer. I keep doing that. Sunset Shimmer on pizza. Spike on hot dogs. Fluttershy on a sandwich. It kind of looks like Rainbow Dash is actually on a sushi roll. Unless somebody else has something else there. But yeah, Pinkie Pie in a teacup, Rarity in a cupcake, Pinkie Pie in, it kind of looks like a sundae as well. Rainbow Dash in popcorn, Cadence in another cupcake. A lot of cupcakes, maybe. Shining Armor is in one of those weird crawlers, in a crawler. Derpy in a muffin. Okay, yeah, they do have Derpy in a muffin. So, yeah, Derpy in a muffin. I think our life is complete at that point. Twilight Sparkle. Celestia, really? They have Celestia in a cake. Oh, please, God, tell me they do. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know. I think our chat room's just having fun now. But, oh, man, that would make my day. Celestia in a cake. You got Derpy in a muffin. You got Pinkie Pie in a hamburger. Fluttershy in an ice cream sandwich. Go figure. Actually, it looks like Applejack's in 2 different pies. And they also got one Applejack in an apple. Thank you. That's... hoping that was going to happen at least. I think Flutters is in a s'more. I don't know. That looks like an ice cream sandwich to me. I don't know. Chat room. There's your poll of the day here. Is Fluttershy in a s'more or an ice cream sandwich? Toako, I think you died.
Maybe the heavy weapons guy sandwich.
Sandwich? Yeah. Oh, wow. I think Toa actually blew a gasket. He's completely gone. We've lost him. Either that or... I don't know if you can even hear us at this point. Everybody in chat room can hear me, though, alright? So it's not just me. Well, I mean, I heard text stallion, so I don't think it was just me. Ice cream summer watcha. But yeah, this is going to be the next giant collectible thing that I'm probably going to spend way too much money on that I really shouldn't. Because I can. Okay, yeah, chat room is going for full-on ice cream sandwich. So, it's ice cream sandwich. So cold and delicious. Alright, now for another collectible that I'm sure me and Cold Dust are going to be going a little bit ballistic over. The new Kingdom Hearts Crusader Fan Series set has been revealed. Of course, by they saying, quote-unquote, revealed, they only show one thing so far. Which is the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders with an appropriately sized wagon. I am going to give them all the props in the world that the wagon is appropriately sized to actually fit them in it. And not
also,
a snug fit.
We have beep beep. We have the beep beep thing.
Okay, yeah, we also got beep beep now. Yeah, so we got a wagon, we got Scootaloo with a scooter, and then the randomness, we also have Apple Bloom with skates.
It works.
Yeah, I guess it works.
I want it.
I want it too, man. I want it so much. Oh, wow, we're joined by Cold Dust and CMC now.
Yes.
Guys.
I hit the wrong thing.
Beep.
Well, we're so glad to have you anyway. By the
And
way,
I really want this because like this is like one of the first instances we've ever seen Scootaloo's scooter along with the little red wagon.
Yeah, and it's an appropriate
and
wagon.
the helmet.
Yeah,
Even though the ears don't go through the holes, it's still the helmet.
Yes.
There you go, kids. Proper protection, and actually, it wouldn't be much of a good helmet if the ears did go through it.
Also, it's got some mild articulation by the looks of it, so if anyone wanted to, they could probably make a crude attempt at doing the beep, 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 beep animation in stop motion. Have at it.
We just
if you
mentioned
want
that.
Did you? Did you? Oh.
No,
damn.
yeah, you actually did it. You did a little bit better. You did a little bit better on that. Toa just went like, it's beep beep, and you're the one that actually brought the stop motion animation.
But those tiny little skates, how bad of a choking hazard are they?
I mean, compared to other products that they've made, not too bad. I mean, like when you go back to the those the collectible blind bag figure size things, they include like some pretty small details with that. So I'd say this is acceptable. Just don't give it to a baby.
I would not give it to a baby. No, no. I would give it to the baby of your enemy, though. No, I'm kidding.
Turn your enemy into a baby and then give him these parts.
That would be really weird. Though I'm kind of half tempted to go with that, too.
Directed at the source, CMC? CMC. I don't know why I said CMC. I'm okay.
CMC.
It's okay.
All right.
I can see it working.
Well, since we got CMC here, let's jump on something else that CMC knows plenty about. GameLoft, the GameLoft article with adding augmented reality.
Yes, I don't have a device that can do that. I've seen people poking around with it. It looks fun, but yeah, for devices better than mine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, good news and bad news is good news is my device does work on it, and I was able to take a few pictures. The bad news, I have no clue where in the world they are, how to upload them, or how to even get to them.
Check through your galleries?
No, I mean I can get to my galleries. I synced it up with my Google account. I just don't know where the hell these things are.
Okay, time to ask the Reddit.
Yeah.
Hey, Reddit.
So yeah,
Wrong Reddit board. That Reddit board.
let's see. But yeah, no, I've looked at everything I could think of to try to figure out how to get to these, and I have no idea. So, any case, I did take some pictures. I even got a fun one with the cat, my cat, and Twilight Sparkle, and a giant sphinx on my keyboard. But it is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty awesome. You can put them into little places. You can change their sizes, and it can actually look like they are in place if you move them, if you move it just right. So for being just a kitschy little thing that they threw in there, it is really fun. Granted, it's not going to help you get gems in any way.
This is fun factor circuit.
I know, that's why I'm saying it's a good fun factor. It's a great fun factor. I applaud the fun factor. 100% fun factor. The fun! The fun is there. It is real.
I'm trying to remember how long ago this was actually posted, because everything on the Reddit right now is all about these group quests still.
Heaven help us.
I think there was one post about that.
Oh, well, CMC takes a look into it. Let's jump back into the merchandise area because we got quite a few interesting little bits of merch that have popped up. Starting off with some interesting leather wallets found at a comics world. Now, I say interesting leather wallets because they basically are old school in a way. You have the old school vectors of the different characters, and you also have a bunch of black and white art ones.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fancy.
pretty interesting, yeah. Oh no, wait, these aren't leather, they're paper. It even says it right there. It's paper wallets.
Ooh, that's not fancy.
Actually, they're
Is
apparently
it
supposed to be
fancy?
indestructible paper wallets made of recycled materials. So, I don't know. I'd give it a little bit of column A, column B.
Okay, so fancy?
Mm,
Modern.
modern. I would go with modern, yes.
Yes.
All
Go
right.
with that.
Okay. Now for a fun little bit of merchandise here. The hair extension birthday card. So apparently, instead of giving money to your family and friends for their birthday, you can give them a Rainbow Dash hair extension.
Some people are into that.
I'm not going to deny that they are. It's just kind of silly.
How many things do we do that are silly?
Dude, I'm not even trying to make a list anymore.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's got like a little clip, and so it just gives you like a rainbow lock. In your
Essentially,
hair.
yeah. It's not like a full-on crazed hair extension, but it's
I
like...
just want to see like pictures of guys with really short hair wearing these.
If you could find me a Hallmark store, I would do it. I would
Not
find
gonna
a...
lie, if someone gave me one of these, I would totally take a selfie and be like, "Yeah, this happened."
Just try and model it, like just kind of draped over the shoulder and just like a little across the chest there. Ooh.
Oh no,
Yeah.
just like straight front and center, just like in front of the eyes.
Oh no,
Where
better
to
yet, you
fit.
could do the windswept look. You can just get in the back and somehow he managed to get it stringing out there so it looks like it's blowing.
Yeah.
All right, now for interesting merchandise for beachwear. A beach towel promoting the movie has come out over at Walmart. And I say interesting because that has got to be the most oddly shaped beach towel I have ever seen.
Oh.
It's not square or rectangular. It's kind of loppy, like somebody just kind of did a weird clipping around.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, right?
It's an oval-ish shape.
What? Oh,
That looks more like it should be an inflatable. A pool inflatable.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's... Oh, jeez, I was trying to figure out the way to put it, but that is perfect. Okay, vaguely creepy. Looks like you could wear the extension as a rat tail. I don't doubt that.
It's for inflatables.
Yeah.
Now, looking at
I
this
don't really want to
towel,
say what they are without getting in trouble here.
Dude, unless you start
Okay.
swearing up a storm, I don't know how you're gonna get in trouble with us.
it's true. I mean, he still lets me on the program.
Yeah, I'm still not sure why.
Yeah, right.
Hey, if we're doing still letting on the program, he's letting me still be on here, and that is the big question.
I figure it's kind of a self-containment. If I didn't, you would go to somebody else. We must keep you contained. This is our
Like Las
SCP.
Vegas. Or that. I was thinking Las Vegas.
Okay, that works too.
That shit contained. But anyways, back to the towel. It kind of almost looks like someone just took a standard picture of the main 6 and then just singed away all the edges, and all that was left was Rainbow Dash. So there we go.
Yeah, that's another way to put it. Yeah, it is a really weird towel, but I'll give him credit for doing something different. But oh man,
Doesn't even look big enough or tall enough for us. Only
No,
for
I
girls.
like.
Definitely-
You see
I
a
definitely
small
not.
child
No,
on it,
no,
so-
no. I would not. No, this is definitely a kid's
Well,
beach
yeah,
towel.
you can see the dimensions right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess you could probably use it as like a bath mat or something.
You could also use it as a cape if you're really being silly.
I mean, I've seen really silly capes. At BronyCon last year, there was a guy with a Fluttershy ducky on his back, and it was amazing.
I tried to
By
do.
the way,
I still want
second,
to try
I
to do
did
that
an
pony
improved
toga.
image of that spike from McDonald's.
Did you have to improve that?
Oh no.
Better.
Did you give it a day?
Oh, wow, that is the most horrible. Okay, fine. Okay, so
This
just
is
to
fresh.
prove his point, Toa took the weird eyes and put them on Spike. It does not help. And if anything, it actually looks worse. And not because of the weird pixelation.
Yippee.
Sorry. See,
Alright.
that's what I did, and I did size them up, so
I noticed. It's
him not
it's-
make it be like a lot of empty space.
It's vaguely tolerable, actually.
It's still creepy because Spike's pupils aren't that big.
Well, I just did it because of how they had the original eyes. You can see in my edit.
But you see, here's the thing though. That one looks a lot less creepy than the one that they actually showed. Like, I would actually see that and be like, yeah, sure, I'd buy that. It's a bit weird how he still has eyelashes, but fuck it, why not? Now, like, with the other eyes,
The
I'd
eyes were
be
sunk
worried-
in.
yeah, I like it. It had the sort of face that just makes me feel like I'm going to get murdered by it, despite the fact it's only like a couple of centimeters high.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like,
let me get
somehow
Five
that
Nights
thing is
at
going to murder me.
Five Nights at Spikey's.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more along the lines of Chucky.
Okay, that works too. I can see that. Yeah. All right, moving right along here to other merchandise news. My Little Golden Book has the Pinkie Pie Big Baking Bonanza, which is a big deal because it's a little golden book with those nice little golden border that everybody remembers from their childhood, no matter who you are. Oh no, we lost a lamb.
Now I find this incredibly hilarious.
Oh,
because-
those! I think I've got some on the shelf over there.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. These things are everywhere.
It's very weird.
But the funny thing is, like, Andy Price ages back for the Rainbow Dash being grumpy arc in the comics. Totally parodied that for a cover of one of the comics, and here it is, an actual thing. So
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, is it not?
I guess that's one.
Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
It
So let's go ahead and move on to something else here. How about an inflatable pool toy with old vectors that we have no idea where in the hell this is?
Oh, now an actual inflatable toy.
An actual inflatable pool toy.
Waiting for the stream.
That's why show notes are your friend.
Oh, hey, perfect. It's the perfect conditions to chop off the front of Fluttershy's face. Excellent. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Well, on the bright
Hold on,
side,
I'm trying to remember, were any of these broken? Because those old vectors were broken in some ways.
I know the
I think
Applejack one didn't
Twilight-
actually have a hat, but you can't tell.
yeah, I was just about to say, like, the way they positioned it, it's perfect because you can't criticize it for Applejack not having a hat. It wouldn't be in the shot.
Well, didn't
Kudos
Rarity's
to you.
eyes not line up correctly?
Yeah,
And they didn't
I can
even
see
do
that.
Fluttershy's hair. They did not do Fluttershy's hairstyle correctly.
Well, it's kind
I
of hard to
know-
tell in that one too.
Twilight's eyes look a little bit weird in that standard vector as well, but it's tolerable, I suppose.
It's somewhere.
Yeah. But this is definitely meant for before the end of season 3.
Yep.
I like how they just randomly added in a Ferris wheel. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like like whenever Hasbro makes like a web page for ponies and stuff, like way back in like 2010, 2011. I don't know, it just feels like this would totally be like one of those web-based game pages where it's like,
I can definitely see that.
Actually, does this package have dimensions so that we can tell how big it's supposed to be?
Unfortunately, no. This is literally the
I
only
don't
thing
think any
we
of us
got.
would be able to fit through.
They didn't even take a picture with a quarter or a Coke can?
No, we have no idea how big this thing is.
Although one thing that we can determine is, for some weird reason, they decided that all that information was worthy of putting on top of the product, as opposed to on the bottom where you would expect it. So we got that lovely graphic right over top Applejack.
Of course,
Just
the only
with all
problem
the
is,
safety jargon.
unfortunately, there's a lot more jargon as you would expect. It looks like it's actually in Chinese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all we can
yeah,
be sure of is it's meant for kids, so it probably won't wrap around their waist nicely, but they can sit in it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Alright.
wait, point of reference. There is that little that bit that you blow into invert it.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
little-
definitely.
the
It is a
blowtube, yeah.
small, tiny thing.
Yep.
I wouldn't be able to fit through that thing.
All right. Well, who wants
You'd
to
be
see?
able to- You could get 2, and then you'd have floaties.
All right. All right. Well, here's something fun. And actually, this is one I'm kind of mildly surprised at. On Amazon, a Princess Pony diamond painting, cross-stitch diamond embroidery. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of crap. Basically, an arts and crafts project on Amazon, which I'm not sure how long this will actually be up. Now, the reason I say is now it looks really awesome by all intents and purposes because it looks like you have a basic image that depending on how big you want to make it, you can actually choose some really big sizes here.
Oh, who did they steal fan art from?
Yeah, that is a good question. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, the one that started off with Twilight Sparkle is really awesome, but you can tell that something is wrong because they also have Princess Pinkie Pie, Princess Rainbow Dash, all of them pretty much in the same positioning, and Princess Cadence, which is the only one that's completely different from the others.
If Hasbro doesn't get into them on this, it might be the person whose art they stole because technically fair use and
Well, that one,
Tend to
that one we're not going to delve too deep into it. However, if you really are curious and you want something of a craft project, it actually looks like it might be a little bit of fun there.
Yes, but you're doing pointism. This is tedious, and it's gonna be a good size your wall.
Well, it depends on how big you make it. They got from 20 centimeter to 20 centimeter to 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter.
then that would mean each piece is at least a millimeter.
Probably.
As he said, tedious.
No, it is going to be tedious. I will not deny the tediousness of the tediousness. But that's that. And also, if you have a local Dollarama, apparently, There's another place you can get pony hair extensions. Namely, you can get a Rainbow Dash headband with rainbow hair and a Rainbow Dash ponytail that's even bigger than that little rat tail thing from the birthday card.
Okay, I want to see someone at a convention with one of every different type of the hair pieces you can get, just as some sort of elaborate headdress.
Actually, that would be awesome.
Wow, Vaguely Creepy is already on for it. He wants like perler beads that you can put on the wall. Sign me up, man. Yeah, I'm with you, Vaguely. Yeah, it may be tedious, but it might be fun regardless, so. To each. But yeah, either case, that looks
I'll be
awesome.
wearing my Kingdom Crusaders hand
And yeah, I would love to see somebody with all of this hair stuff on them too, really. It would be fun.
Oh, okay. So I looked into that one Rainbow Dash pick. I found it on Derpy Boru, and I found it on DeviantArt, and the artist has added a watermark because there were too many thieves. So yeah, that's stolen. 10 out of 10, 100% confirmed.
Oh.
So
there you go, I guess. I feel bad for him now. Well, I felt bad
don't
anyway.
buy that thing.
Don't buy it, man. Buy it, but don't buy it, or I don't know. If you buy it, discretion. So moving on. Now, what do you do when you hand out a journal of your adventures that gets criticized by everybody in all of Equestria, leading to massive fan spazzes, a nice little song, and the entire Brony community wondering if that was a jab at him, when, yeah, it kind of obviously was.
But it was also a jab at fandoms in general.
Well, yeah.
You leave the book published as is.
Nope. You make a movie out of it. So My Little Pony Friendship is Magic issue 66 deals with them taking the Friendship Journal book and they make a movie.
Oh
Ow, my head.
The funniest thing is if you got the Journal of the Two Sisters, you already have the Friendship Journal.
Right.
Yes. Cole, didn't we look into that for reference or something long while back?
Yes, we did, and actually, that is one of the things I have over here that I have yet to unpack. I've still got a lot of stuff I need to unpack.
Speaking of which, does that mean next week you will be back on track with the packing?
I should be. I like all of my stuff is over here, so by all means, I should be back in action. There should be a pre-show next week.
If everything didn't go away with the floodplains.
Right.
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, that, and if you don't get stuck playing Jackbox an hour before the stream.
Moving right along here. But yeah, so that's the comic is essentially what happens when the Friendship Journal becomes a movie.
Wait a minute, Toa, do you really think that I can manage to plan all of the flag stuff an hour before the stream?
Hell no.
But I know you guys have been playing Jackbox out the wazoo.
Yeah, but like I usually have to plan that shit like at least 12 hours in advance.
You know, I'm just gonna let Toa put his own foot in his mouth here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I have speakers.
So, what are we... That's a cake. Why did you show us a cake?
There's a cake?
And now, this is the last little bit of news that we have here. And yes, this is for the express purpose of making everybody hungry, because that'll be funny to me. But now I'm hungry. But yeah, a pony cake over at a specialized bakery called QFC, apparently. I thought it looked really awesome. Though I have no idea what QFC is, but considering the fact that everything else that's in there, it kind of makes me a little bit hungry.
I've heard of QFC before, but I don't think it's in my area.
Quality Food Center.
Maybe.
I don't have one near me either.
Well, let's see.
Hold on.
Also, I missed.
Oh, I have one near me.
Maps?
In Vancouver, Washington, 627 miles away.
That's a great place to find one.
I know, right?
I'm waiting for my computer to load so I can see where my closest one is.
QFP Bakery, you say?
The QFC. At least that's not ABC. Oh god, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, I want.
Guess where the closest one is to me. 1,527 miles away.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay, that's-
so yeah, it's a supermarket chain in Washington.
Yeah, that's wonky. Well, just searching QSC Bakery. It's giving me other supermarkets in the area.
Washington. This sucker's in Washington.
So we need to get Creature to get one and test it for us?
Well, either that or I could see if I could find a nearby one while I'm at Everfree Northwest.
Ooh.
Apparently, there's one in Oregon too.
I think I got it.
But yeah, the
It-
cake looks good, and so does everything else. Especially that fruit pie parfait thing down there. Oh man.
Yeah, that does look nice.
And of course, the chat room is talking all about volcanoes. There's cakes and pies in front of you. Why are you talking about? Okay, I'll leave it alone. And that is it for the news. So let's move on to the fan submissions and suggestions.
Before you go, it is a Kroger company, so they might have it at Kroger stores.
Okay, that's why it was popping up Kroger then.
Yep.
Well, that's going to make things tricky because technically I do have a kind of a Krogerish company here. It's actually called Smith's, but they're associated with Kroger.
I don't even have a Kroger near me.
Well, let's
So who knows?
Oklahoma.
who knows, yeah.
So I'll just take a look at the bakery department next time I go and get pop.
All right, so let's move on here. And the fan submissions and suggestions. The challenge was I forgot. And
Ponies
I,
with
Ponies and
wild
the
hair.
Wild hair.
oh, okay.
And
Toaster
protest
waffles.
was toaster waffles.
Yep, ponies with toaster waffles, which, by the way, yes, I do have toaster waffles, and yes, I have been eating them for the past however long we've been streaming. Yeah.
Well, in that
For
case,
the past hour at least.
well, I can already attest that we pretty much have won this one, to for the challenge. And we're gonna start off with our most favorite one, Dr. Bristle. So what is
Dun,
ponies?
Dun, 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 dun.
So we start off with Pinkie Pie with waffle hair. And apparently a very terrified brave little toaster.
And you just broke me a bit. Waffle. This now, Bristle, the hell man, the hell.
It's Bristle. I'm not surprised you're not used to this by now. We should all be used to this by now. And yet we never are.
We never are, and that's a good thing. It
I'm
keeps us sane.
confused because not all of it is like that, and the way it's being done, it just makes me think of crosshatch shading.
Yeah, it kind of does.
hi,
Alright.
Suki.
One really weird shaped waffle iron.
Yep.
Just throwing that out there.
I don't doubt that. And did I hear? Yes, Suki has joined us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Hey, Suki.
from being incredibly distracted by Destiny to the point that I forgot what time it was.
That happens.
You just missed
Did you at
our
least get good loot?
discussion.
So what?
Did you get any good
You
loot?
just missed. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would say so because we finally played the final story mission of this damn DLC. Let's see.
By the way, if you haven't seen the pictures of the MLP toys at McDonald's in Russia and whatnot, I did an improved version versus That's what's in the backstage.
Hmm.
In the show notes.
All right.
So that was Pinky with crosshatches. What do we have next?
We have a blanked mind just came in, so I showed him the Spike McDonald's toy.
Show him the improvement. Did you show him the improvement?
I did not show him the improvement. Okay, so awesome proved it. Okay, but this is the last one but we gotta stop getting back off track here.
Yeah. This image that I did was Cole finally got his toaster and his toaster waffle, and his magic caused his hair and tail to go out of control with second eye going. And Cole just
and what it looked like to me when I first saw it was, it looked like I was having my way with a waffle, and then I went bald.
I have no idea what the hell is going on
a lot of
anymore.
people with dirty
With the
minds.
fact that he has curly hair and the fact that you just left it, just the background is all his hair color, it doesn't make sense because there's supposed to be curls just everywhere.
It almost looks like he became bald in one with the waffle verse. I have shaved my head in recognition of the almighty waffle. Praise be to the squares of golden deliciousness that pocketed the sweet syrup of satisfaction. Please
Maybe
ignore
I
the fact that it's
decided-
right next to some areas that would suggest something really horrible.
Me, it's just that I beheaded Circuit and Toa, and then realized I'd found my Zen, and decided to become what I was always meant to be, a roadway. And so I found a rainbow cover and decided to lay in the middle of the dirt next to my sins.
Well, you also got the you
I'll
got a
go with
sewer, you got the sewer drain too, so yeah. All right,
Honestly,
so
that was the most interpret what you will of it art. I just made it and let it go.
apparently you did. And finally, Mike Nyes, who went with the ponies with wild hair and made Maniac in a comic cover. I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, and honestly, he is the better artist out of all three. But I was just like, it's 3 days till I get this done. Do a quick thing.
I like it. You included a UPC code and whatever volume it is.
Yeah,
Good
he really went above and beyond with this one.
Especially with the UPC code.
Especially like that he
10
gave
props.
today's date as the issue date.
Actually, I didn't notice that little detail. He made it a few days ago too, so yeah, that's a nice little heads up on that.
Nice.
Yeah, Mike Nyes gets all. He wins this one. He wins it all. Mike Nyes wins all. There's no competition, but Mike Nyes wins. All right, so that is our challenge of the week with ponies and wild hair. Next week's challenge. I'm feeling a little silly, so ponies doing the Russian dancing. I don't know why. I just feel like it. And
The protest?
what about our protest initiative challenge?
That's a good question. I'm going to go with ponies and bed. Are they sleeping? Maybe. Are they lying there? Could be. Could they be jumping on it? Yes. By all means, whatever you feel necessary to put, do it. Ponies and bed. Please keep it PG-13 because this is, of course, a family network. So I'm told.
Or we try to be.
Remember PG. Remember PG-13. You still get one shot of nipples.
Ooh, that's true.
1980s
means, go for
PG-13.
it.
1980s PG-13.
That
Go
was
for it.
1980s PG-13.
My God, man.
No, I think
Oh,
1980s PG
but just one
was,
of you.
Yeah.
Just one of you can have nipples. Just one.
You know, I'm more surprised. I'm more surprised that I actually found this of all things, but I'll go with it. So yeah.
Honestly, I'm not terribly surprised. I don't know. It seems like something you'd find.
Maybe. So yes.
Derpy board. Okay, Derpy board / Russia. Here we go.
You know, oh god, sorry, I was just watching the stream. I just realized what the Pinkie Pie in the corner is a reference to.
I know what it is.
Okay, so chat room, before we move on and probably change the image there, can you name the reference of Pinkie Pie? What is Pinkie Pie referencing that we've had there for an hour now? Don't anybody say anything in the chat here yet.
To be perfectly honest, it's something that I'm really tempted to just go binge again on Netflix.
I know,
right?
I know.
Check
it's fun. I like it.
Try it with a different language, because that's an easy way to just binge it over again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is not to say, I mean, the English voice cast did a really good job on it.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely. Let's see. Waiting for the chat room to catch up to see if they can name the reference. Of course, they're all stuck with the Russian dancing Twilight Midnight Sparkle there.
Yeah.
I apologize for nothing.
People.
All right, well, we'll
we'll
go ahead and move on here because they'll have plenty of time to reference it while we're going.
The
Regular
only thing
creepy.
that sucks is I
Generic
can't
anime
remember the
girl
character name.
enthusiasm
It
number
is not
438. Wrong. You are wrong. You lose.
You are wrong, sir. You have failed. Good day.
What? No. It's not a reference, and everything about that hurt. Alright, so have a nice little dancing paprika there. So we're gonna go ahead and let's move on to the next little segment here, which is going to be my little deviation, or how Blue Blood got us all into trouble with this one.
For that last one was Agresco and the deer.
It's Agretsuko.
Agretzko.
Agretsuko, right.
Or, yeah, I guess really it'd be Agretzko,
yeah.
if you wanted to be technical on its pronunciation.
Yeah. Of course, it's a actual episodic spin-off of the little tiny one-shots of Aggressive Retsuko. Netflix exclusive, though. I would recommend checking it out any way you can because it is honestly 100% hilarious. And unfortunately, incredibly grown up because it pretty much is what we deal with on a day-to-day basis in life.
In an office, aka circuit.
Except for the random screaming and rage there, but that's another case. No, actually we do that too, don't we?
Is it Retsuko?
Yes. It is Retsuko.
Is Rexco and aggressive in the front, you combine them and boom.